Yeah, checks of rapping, acting. Moves are calculated. So if you wanna holler, then Venmo me the payment. Cause I'm focused on the catalog. Bump whoever hating. I'm in my own position. And ain't no one adjacent. Yeah, always loving. Like the building up. To inspire is do or die on my clock, on my time. And y'all. Couple of balls, I'm a tough out. I'm a tough out. Couple new songs and they all out. Yeah, they all out. Up next, we go now. Funny up next, we go now. Couple foul balls, I'm a tough out. I'm a tough out. Couple new songs and they all out. Yeah, they all out. Couple brown lick on now, on now, on now. Funny up next, we go now. Funny up next, we go now. Could've signed the files away, but everything mine though. Need all of that. Why sign a deal for files that I own for me to give it right back? Need my contract, max, Lindor money, 10 plus independent grind. On my old time, I don't race nobody else. But if I did, I'm clocking up Hall of Fame time. First, Jordan, A-I-C-H, woo. I seen my life change before my eyes. Wait, the shit looking great. Cab side, right on the beach with a queen of mine. Think about everything I dreamed that I would get to live and still have enough to have scenic vibes. Couple fireballs, I'm a tough out. I'm a tough out. Couple new songs and they all out. Yeah, they all out. Couple brown lick on now, on now, on now. Finally up next, we go now. Finally up next, we go now. Chilling with the gang, drinking all the brown liquor, thinking about the plans we working on. Gotta come quick, oh na na na. Oh na na na. Oh. Chilling with the gang, drinking all the brown liquor, thinking about the plans we working on.
Can we link up tonight? Drink some rock and Sprite tonight. My pussy is super tight. Couple years without taking pipe. I am squirting back to back. I made a mess over the floor. Moaning out loud, the neighbors banging on my door. But the pounding ain't gon' get it. You gotta put your tongue all up in it. Give me a better feeling, shy fucking your brain. You know you like it. Stop holding back, baby boy, don't try to fight it. Got a little insane, orgasm riot. I'm an Aries, baby daddy, you a Pisces. I'd rather make love than get a quickie. Love it when you're on top, go slow in me. And when we make love, it's a hell of a drug. I'm addicted to you like I'm a coke fiend now. Put it in your face, know you like the way it tastes. The way I scream your name in your ear, I wanna sing. Ooh, right there, don't stop, daddy. Feeling so good, riding you like a caddy. Beat it up like a porn star actor. Slurp it up, stimulate from my reaction. You know I like it rough, handcuffing me in action. So choke me up on your back, I do the scratches. On top of cars, up in these bushes. On these staircases, no fucks where we do it. Don't tell nobody what we do. I won't tell nobody what we do. Keep this between me and you. All of this between me and you. Let me fuck on you. LMF for you.
Sky People Chief coming peace, love, and I'm just trying to see where you going with that on. You got cute for me.
Looking like my baby. I don't come in here unless they pay me. I've been here all night, I'm feeling wavy. But they closing down like the Gallery Road Macy's. Where we finna go, though? We can hit the town to take some photos. Girl, I got the smoke, but can you roll, though? You know I thought about you jumping on this pole. Go somewhere with all that over there you got. Running up my spot, do you running there a lot? You ran into a Roddy Rich, I'm good with the box. It'll be a remix, non-stop, let it rock.
La la, yeah.
Look who bringing back Jet magazines, ain't it? Beauty of the week indeed, that's a queen, ain't it? And she throw back on the smoke. I asked what it is, she said the presidential shit, not that tangerine, ain't it? She said, boy, stop. You thought it, you tried it. I said, yeah, whatever, if it's so that I'd buy it. Windows to your soul, girl, I love the way your eyes get. When I look into them, I fall in a pool of violence. That's just what it's like, I got a jet that you can pilot. When we see each other, always frequent flyer mileage. It's always a laugh, she be like, boy, why you so childish? Because the internet, she said, jet be quiet. You know I'm a fool, Paramore, I'm a riot. Like God is to a like God, I'm a lion. You can't make you, we ain't been fast by it. You know what it is, me and Slim, we just vibing.
I just want to run my business and do relationship with my friends, and that's it. That's it. That's it.
You are now tuned in to All Hustle and No Fear with your girl, the Hood Unicorn. Come on, let's go.
Back against the wall, last name against the rope. Middle finger stretched, if you thinking it's a joke, tell my friend I'm about to blow, 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 about to blow.
Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are y'all doing out there, great people? This is your girl, Sunshine Rains, a.k.a. Griselda Blanca, a.k.a. You Need a Motivator, a.k.a. The Party Starter. But you tune in each and every morning because I am your Hood Unicorn. I'm here to wake you up with positivity, motivation, current events, a ton of laughter, sometimes some interviews, and definitely some great music. Shout out to my moderators out there, my administrators, because they are doing their jobs, and I absolutely love it. What's up, King? How you doing? I do want to say something to you and your wonderful wife. So, looking at my insights on my past shows, I I definitely market certain videos. I pay for advertising and to push certain videos out. I definitely do it on my interviews because that be the most important thing to me. I want those shows to really push or whatnot. And I haven't done it this month for this month's of interviews. I usually wait till the last of the month and then I just pay for them all at one time, right? But when I went and looked on my insights, the video that we did with your wife has the most views out of all of my videos right now. Like she is definitely trending right now. That did a great job on my end. So thank you for that. Cuz very much appreciative. Can't wait till I start working on the reels and stuff like that because I'm quite sure those reels are going to go really good. But yeah, let your wife know because I we had the conversation. We know what we're talking about. You know what I mean? Let her know that whatever it is she has to say, people want to hear and they tuned in because she did great. She did great. I'm really proud of her on that one. I'm trying to find it right now and talk at the same time. Um what am I looking for? I want lives. There we go. Yeah, so right now that is at 93 views, and that is just on my page. I didn't even go look on the hits page yet, and that's just on our YouTubes. So tell her I said great job with that one. I'm really proud of her on that, and um I'll be sending them out to my marketing team or whatever. I found some people off of Fiverr, and then they'll go and they'll push it even further, and it'll hit like 2K views or something like that. Usually they hit around like 1 or 2K views. But before I even had to do that, she was doing a great job. And I just wanted to say that I had to make sure I said that to you. So please, and I know I'm playing live somewhere on the TV and she probably can hear me in the background. So you did that, queen. Yes. So there's that. CC is here. Hi, CC. How are you doing, friend? I need you to call me today. Okay. Like on some real friend shit. Call me today. King, hey. Let's see. Teacher Anitra, I know she's on her way to go do some work or whatnot. So we're not gonna see her. She's busy momming. And shout out to everybody that I see. Ranye is over here on Instagram, on our hits Instagram. So shout out to everybody over here on Instagram. How y'all doing out there today? Listen, one thing I am with y'all, if I am nothing, I am honest. Okay. And for all that I do, and as well as I produce this show, I am on my shit. I will be honest with you and tell you today I was not on my shit. Okay. Not only was I really anticipating Stoner already being here so we can have Stoner conversations, I don't even know what I'm going to talk about with Stoner conversations with him. I'm actually hoping when he walk in, it'd be like a big surprise and his mom will walk in with him and we just talk to, we'll just talk to Miss Rasta because she said stop throwing salt on her game, calling her Mama Rasta. So we'll just be in here talking to her or whatnot. But on the other part of it, I don't have any motivation for you this morning. And I promise you, this was not the more you would not get the motivation from me. There would be nothing positive. And I'm okay with that. The reason why I'm okay with that is because I am human. And as I had in a conversation earlier today, humans have other sides. Like you can't always be positive. You have to have some sort of negativeness so that you know how to pull yourself out of that. I'm in a place right now, you guys, and I'm just gonna be honest with you. I ain't got it for you today. I ain't got it for you today. But if I am nothing else, I am consistent. So at least I showed up and a gram to that. And I'm doing that specifically because as as a team, we have to show each other that, even in our hard times, when I'm down, I can show y'all that I can still be a part of the team. I can still show up. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm here now. And I think we need some musical motivation today. I think that's where I'm at in my mind. And I don't know that Stoner's not coming. He could be walking through this door any minute. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to play you guys a couple more songs. If there is something that you want to talk about or something that you guys found that we can have a little conversation about, please drop it in the comment section. I'll look it up real quick in between the comments, because I am like actively looking for something to talk to y'all about right now. I'm going through my stories and everything else that people send me so I can see if I can't find something that I can talk to y'all about. But yeah, it's just one of them days. I hate that song. I hate that song. I just want to put that on record. I've always hated that song. I've always called it the period song. I felt like it was a song about her being on her cycle, and I have always hated that song. But yeah, I don't know why I even did that. Let me go ahead and tell y'all this though. Hey, next month we are going to be working on Mamapreneurs. That's right. We have Mamapreneur May, and we're going to be talking to different women who are running businesses and being a parent at the same time. If you know some mamapreneurs, please, please, please. I've only booked the first one. Like I said, I ain't been on my shit. But we have the 14th, the 21st, and the 28th available as well. So I definitely would love getting some moms in here, and I'll make sure that's something I work on today. Also, we are going to Vegas, baby. Don't let the fact that Shein is raising their prices and adding tariffs stop you from wanting to go to Vegas, because I am still buying outfits. I'm doing my standing crunches. I am working on everything because we're going to be fine as hell in Vegas, okay? We are taking pictures with country. We have pictures at the Grand Canyon, and we're also taking pictures at the God, I keep wanting to say Keanu Reeves, and it's not that. At the John Wick, there we go. At the John Wick experience, we're going to be taking pictures there as well. We're also going to be doing zip lining and ATVing in the desert. The hotel that we are staying in is a cannabis-friendly hotel if you get the right room. So hurry up and do that. And we will also be going to a cannabis tasting tour, as well as having a live show. All right. So we will be having a ball. You can go to allhustlenofear.com to book your reservation. And it's the 13th through the 17th. If you have any caveats that you need or anything like that, things that you need to make sure you have available for yourself, or you might not want to stay in the hotel we're in or whatever, just hit up our my brain is saying flight attendant, not our flight attendant. Just hit up our travel agent, and she will be able to accommodate you and help you. That's why I have her. All right. Also, if you're looking to start a new show right here on the Hits 92.3 platform, we are definitely have space. We have space on Sundays. We've got a couple of 10 a.m.s throughout the week. And we got a little bit of space on Fridays, not Friday nights, but Fridays. We do have some space available. We are still looking for some great shows. We already got our relationship show, but I'm looking to help cultivate or to produce a doctor show, a credit finance show, a politics type show, and a teen show. So if you're out there and you want to get a show on Hits, all you have to do is send your resume or your show proposal to hits923newshow@gmail.com. All right. Let's see what's the comment section, because y'all probably had something. Let's see. You got to play gratitude now. And you know what? That's crazy, because that's exactly what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, I need to start off with something that'll, help bring me up. And I really was going to play that. So that's what's up. Carolyn, Cece said you showed up and we're motivated. And I know you're a mamapreneur, but I just had you on last month. I can't have you on back to back to back. Okay. Because I thought about that too. And I was like, let's see. Let's talk about the real ID for Vegas. If you don't have a passport, you will need one to fly. Okay, so look, yeah, we'll talk about that because we can talk about that. Let me look up some stuff on the real ID and we'll talk about that. But drop anything else in the comment section that we could talk about. I'm gonna go ahead and play a song or two or three. And when we get back, hopefully Stoner will be in the building. But if not, we'll be talking about real IDs. This is All Hustle, No Fear on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. And hopefully you get yourself some gratitude.
I gotta be thankful because I know someone lost their life today. And so every moment I endeavor to live life the righteous way. To serve with a sense of purpose and let love light the way. Even if I die today, that's just the price I pay. Just know I try to be kind and seek the divine every night and day. Gratitude for the sunrise, gratitude for the sunshine, gratitude for the moonlight. Every day feels like a new life, especially when I meditate. Take a breath and then I elevate. Everything deserves gratitude. That's my everyday attitude. Gratitude, that's my everyday attitude. Gratitude, gratitude, that's my everyday attitude. Gratitude, gratitude is the fruit of life. The nourishment of the soul when there's no food in sight. When your vibrations are low and you feel blue inside. Gratitude is the attitude that gets you through the night. Never believe in lack or limitations. Anything can be manifested with a little appreciation. I appreciate my life. I appreciate my breath. I appreciate my sight. Gratitude for my health. Gratitude is the happiest mood. Even if I happen to lose, everything deserves gratitude. That's my everyday attitude. Gratitude, that's my everyday attitude. Gratitude, gratitude, that's my everyday attitude. Gratitude, with a heart full of gratitude and a mind full of peace. It's how you should live. It's how you should be. With a heart full of gratitude and a mind full of peace. That's how you should love. That's how you stay free. Yeah, 2020 AD. I just wanna make love. I just wanna make peace. I just wanna stay free. 2020 AD. I just wanna make love. I just wanna make peace. I just wanna stay free. Gratitude, that's my everyday attitude. Gratitude, gratitude, that's my everyday attitude. Gratitude, gratitude.
J-E-S-U-S, no other name is better. G-O-D, I am blessed. Come on and sing it louder. J-E-S-U-S, no other name is better. G-O-D, I am blessed. Now everybody say I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Say I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Say I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Say I'm blessed. I'll never miss someone who makes me smile for no apparent reason when I'm feeling down. I call on you to be my comforter. I'm your child. You dry my eyes from tears I cry. Never leave my side. Your love ain't like the season or people. It never change regardless of what we do. You treat us equal. Even though I don't see your way out of my situation. Prepare me on a daily, keep me strong. Correct me when I'm wrong. I could've lost my mind. Suicide lost my life. But you gave me more reasons to continue this fight. J-E-S-U-S, no other name is better. G-O-D, I am blessed. Come on and sing it louder. J-E-S-U-S, no other name is better. G-O-D, I am blessed. I wanna thank you for loving me. Roof over my head may not have much and it humbles me. All it takes is one call of your name, you come running. Even when I'm undeserving, you give it all to me. Struggles I endure, take them away with every little bit of piece of sunshine. Always come through when you're on time. Brighten my day with the best glow. Remind me I'm not alone. Enemies won't steal my shine. Nothing won't stop my grind. Showing out for the 9-9. See, I could've lost my mind. Suicide lost my life. But you gave me more reasons to continue this fight. J-E-S-U-S, no other name is better. G-O-D, I am blessed.
muted. Y'all didn't hear none of that. Okay. No audio. No audio. Okay. All right. My bad. What I just said was, did y'all hear about the man in Mount Fuji who went up this mountain and couldn't make it all the way up and back down? So they had to send him a helicopter to get him off the mountain, right? So he get up there, he get dehydrated, scared, whatever. He can't make the full summit and he can't get back down. Okay? So they send him somebody to help. And they get him off this plane, off this rock. Now he get off and get to base camp and say, I forgot my phone. And they let him go back up this mountain, y'all. He went back up the mountain to find and retrieve his cellular device. That's what he went back up the mountain for. So you would think somebody down on the bottom said, now if you take your ass up there again, I ain't coming to get you. Because that's what a black mama would have said. I don't know about y'all, but a black mom would have been like, I done went and got you once. You go back, you gonna figure it out. Well, no, these Sherpas obviously don't have no black mamas in their base camp, and they let him go back. He went back up the mountain, y'all. When he went up the mountain the second time to retrieve his cellular device, I need you to hear that. He went back up this mountain just to get the phone. Okay. He got stuck again. And they had to send another helicopter to come get him off the mountain again. We can't make this up. I want to know who let him go the second time, because that's the person that I would charge for the second helicopter ride, because you should have had enough sense to say that phone ain't. What kind of iPhone? What kind of phone was it? Was it an iPhone? Because them the only people that's crazy enough to go back for their phone. Do you know the way all my stuff would have been saved? I would have just went and got a new device. If you can afford to get helicoptered off of a mountain twice, you can afford to go buy a new phone. I am so flabbergasted by this. Could you imagine somebody going to the top of Stone Mountain and having to get helicoptered off of Stone Mountain, and then that person coming back the same week and saying, you know what, I left something up there, and the park ranger saying, yeah, well, go ahead and go back up there. No, and we ain't. It would have look. And you ain't gonna tell me that helicopter ride was free. You not about to tell me this helicopter ride was free. And yes, I know what I'm saying. It's a helicopter. Ain't no way. I can't. When I tell you, I was so tickled by this story. Why is you laughing, Cece? Cece, why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? This is not funny. He wasted a lot of people's time and resources. That is absolutely ridiculous. Because the first time is one thing. What would he say? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you ain't gonna fool me again. That right? If you ain't never. All right, I got another one for y'all. Okay, I told y'all I was gonna find y'all some stuff I was gonna talk about real quick. So, have y'all heard about Plan B? No, we're not talking about the pills that you take when you think you had a little no, that's not what I'm talking about. They have something now called Plan B, which is a personal robotic bee. I should have brought this up yesterday when the beekeepers were in here. But these robotic bees are supposed to act like real bees, and they're supposed to pollinate different flowers so that when the bees get wiped out, we have some sort of replacement. And I've got so many questions. My first question is, what does the honey taste like? Because you're not going to convince me that the robotic bee honey don't have a little bit of oil in it. It's got to have some motor oil in it. I promise you that honey tastes like WD-40. The other question that I have is, why not just save the damn bees? What in the Black Mirror is this? This is the craziest thing that I've ever heard. We're going to create millions of robots instead of, I don't know, stop using pesticides. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is so weird to me. Cece said, I heard it. I heard him say that. Let's just stop killing the bees. Exactly. This if this ain't a going all the way around the mountain when you could have just hella chopped it through. Like this is the Stoner just got here. This is the craziest thing I've ever heard of in my entire life. Look, I'm gonna go to a quick commercial break, and we're gonna get the camera set up so when Stoner walk in, and then we're gonna ask Stoner about them making fake bees, and we also gonna ask Stoner about the man who got hella chopped off of the mountain twice. And if y'all have anything else y'all want to talk to Stoner about, we gonna talk about it. So this is All Hustle, No Fear on his 92.3. I ain't gonna play no long song this time. I promise you. I promise you. Here go Chico.
This a black beamer, yeah, the big one. With a thick bitch, that's a real one. For these blood diamonds, I'ma kill one. Put in hella work, I'm a real one. You wanna learn to work, then watch a real one. You always put in work, then you're a real one. Just cause you got that work, don't make a real one. But if you break bread, then you a real one. How the fuck you think we put these diamonds on our chest? Why the fuck you think we riding Beamer Benz the best? See, we done took some losses, but as bosses we don't press. And we don't like to talk a lot, we let them sweat the flex. It's a black Beamer, yeah, the big one. With a thick bitch, that's a real one. For these blood diamonds, I'ma kill one. Put in hella work, I'm a real one. In and out of traffic, put this engine to the test. Middle fingers up, we finger fuck the Lord of biz. Cabana on Miami Beach, the babies wanna sex. Simulator, duplicator, do this shit the best. It's a black Beamer, yeah, the big one. With a thick bitch, that's a real one. For these blood diamonds, I'ma kill one. Put in hella work, I'm a real one. Lipstick on the 4G, swear to God the Beamer roller skating. Private jet, we pay for that. My bitch Bulgari, yeah, she snaking. We don't trust you lame niggas with work, we keep these bitches naked. Used to call me Shotta, cause I really bought it up and take it. Foreign bitches think they lit, cause we at Papados. This just some stinking shrimp, the rich will be on the top floor. See, we don't feed no lies, cause we done live this life. We poppin' out, turn the head, call it poltergeist. Black Beamer, yeah, the big one. With a thick bitch, that's a real one. For these blood diamonds, I'ma kill one. Put in hella work, I'm a real one.
Yeah, morning, y'all. They created the world's most dangerous bee by mixing the African killer bee with a Brazilian bee.
What?
Yeah, and that bee is now wiping out all the other bee populations around the world, and it doesn't create really good honey.
What?
Yeah, so
we had beekeepers in yesterday.
Really?
I had 2 beekeepers in, and we had tons of great. Like, it was a part of the show where they were just talking, and I'm sitting up here like
Just
this,
learning.
and I'm just learning.
You didn't even know there was that much information about bees.
Bill was like, "Yo," she's sitting up here like a little kid, like, wow. And I was, and that's exactly why I do those interviews, because I'd rather do an interview where I'm interested in what you guys are talking about and discussing than to just do an interview like, oh, we got somebody that's come in and we want you to talk to them. Okay, well, what makes me fascinated in them? You know what I mean? Like, before I really got the show going, my little brother was in town and he had one of his friends come over. So we're sitting there talking and everything, and his friend started saying certain stuff, and my brain is clicking, and I'm like, wait a minute. Are you going to the Olympics? And he was like, yeah, I am. I'm going to the 2024 Olympics. Do you know the way? Look, I'm like,
what
really?
What did he do?
So what event are you in? And how do you train for this? And what is your, like, I am enthralled. There's nobody else in the house at this point, because I'm just like, wow, I've never met an Olympian. Right. Exactly. So that's the type of person I am. If you're interesting, I am going to be interested. And it's not on
a couple nights ago, I'm in the car, I'm in an Uber, and this chick named Ari Chanel or Ari Lizzie or some shit. Anyway, she's a singer. We talking about Atlanta, and I'm telling her, Atlanta is the main character city. Everybody's the main character, and she's like, yeah, blah 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 blah. I'm a voter for the Grammys.
What?
I was like, what the what?
How did you get that job?
So now I'm like, well, tell me all about it.
You're so interested.
I've never met somebody who actually votes for the Grammys.
Right.
And then she said there's a whole bunch of events that happen before the Grammys that lead up to it, that are paid events that you go to, and symposiums and forums. I didn't know they did all of this stuff. I thought they just picked names or picked people. But no, it's a whole process of eliminations before you actually pick who's going to win a Grammy.
Wow. Now I know Grammy nominees, and I know a Grammy winner. But to know somebody who votes for it, I would love to talk to her. That would be an interesting conversation.
I'm going to look her name back up.
Yeah, that would be a great conversation. So what we were talking about when you walked in was we are living in Black Mirror. And scientists are creating, they call them Plan Bs, as in BEE. And they are, hold on, I'm going to show you. I'm
so sorry. I'm a scientist. Just get back to doing science and stop trying to keep up with fucking current events and plan. You called it the Plan B?
And it's a bee that is supposed to pollinate different plants.
You named it after a pill that kills in vitro children. Do you think the bee is going to do anything else but kill the earth? Do y'all not know how this stuff works? Have you not watched a movie? Y'all don't have the Sci-Fi Channel, you scientists? Of course the bee that you created and called Plan B is going to wipe the fucking earth out. What the fuck? What the fuck? They named it the Plan B.
Wait.
What in the holy fuck?
I said, wait, this is what I said.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I said, what's the honey gonna taste like? WD-40?
Right. Oh my God.
This is where we are.
They're gonna name the
instead of getting rid of
now,
right. Instead of getting rid of the pesticides, instead of planting more wildflowers, instead of stopping cutting your grass and allowing the natural flowers that are, the dandelions and the different pollinators that they need, instead of changing our world and doing that, let's create millions of Plan Bs.
Of bees. Plan Bs.
This is great. And then you're gonna try to convince us to have kids. This is great. I'm telling my kids, look, I'm not telling my kids to have kids so that my grandkids and my great grandkids can live in the book of Eli.
No, listen.
I'm not doing that.
We have to make our kids have kids. Have you heard of the pro-natalist movement?
What?
So there's a movement among white supremacists to have as many children as they possibly can because their numbers are dwindling.
Okay.
And they're calling it the pro-natalist movement.
Mm.
This is where, well, the one couple that they show look like brothers and sisters. They definitely inbred, and they've got like 3 kids, 4 kids now. Whoa, 4 kids. Whoa. They got a big old plan, but it's a movement where these couples work with other couples to make sure that white women have successful full-term pregnancies, as many children as possible. So whereas they told our families we were, ghetto welfare recipients and living off the system by my mom having, apparently my mom and dad had a diabolical plan that we didn't know of 40 years ago. 40 years ago, my dad decided I'm going to repopulate the earth with my own genome.
That Nick Cannon.
Yeah, that Nick Cannon. It would be, but they're saying they got a name for it. It's called a prenatalist, and they are a pro-natalist, and they are pushing for white people to have as many children as possible.
Hey, this ain't for y'all black folks.
What?
And the reason why I'm gonna say this is because y'all, if you don't have, do you understand how expensive kids are? If you do not have, or you're not in the position to take care of them financially, you are going to cause them more of a burden.
Oh.
Having kids and making them pay rent, having kids and putting the bills in their name, having kids and asking them, what have you done? I do all this. That if you gonna bring kids into this world and have a whole bunch of them just to having a whole bunch of them, please don't do that to these kids. I would rather you not.
I agree with that. I 100% agree.
I'd rather you not.
On this side of the table, I agree. On that side of the table, I agree with that. On this side of the table, I would advise black people to have as many kids as possible because there are not enough black men to go around.
Okay, and I can understand that.
That is the truth of the black women are suffering in the sense of finding black men who are straight, not in jail, and not dead. The numbers are like,
I mean, if it's just about making kids, though, it's some gay men out there that'll have a baby with you.
But that's the thing. You have a child with a gay man. What are you expecting him to raise him to be?
Y'all talking about numbers.
If it's
just number, because if that's the case, then having these little ignorant kids that don't have it, that aren't emotionally capable, that aren't good products of society, that's just numbers as well. I'd rather have less quality people than to have more future slaves.
Well, then we need to get black women into the idea of polyandry, because there's not enough good black men to go around. It's just it just statistically is not. If there are hundreds,
this is why I like. Wait, I'm sorry.
What?
This is why I like this, because if you started when I first started this show, I told y'all I don't know what the hell I'm going to talk about. I'm not in a good place right now. I'm just here for consistency because I show up no matter what. And if Stoner gets in here, I'll be happy because Stoner
I'm here for the same reason. It's rough right now, sis. It is rough right now, sis. Sheesh.
We are literally here for consistency right now. And the fact that we are having a very interesting conversation off the top of our heads just goes to show how much we really put into this and how much we love this, because I promise y'all, I didn't know where this was going to go today. I really didn't. I didn't know where this was gonna go. Y'all was gonna get another commercial break. I'm just gonna. We was
sometimes
gonna
it
play some
had
good
to be
music.
that way.
Yeah, it was definitely gonna be musical motivation today.
Got to pay the bills.
But let's see. Them people are at 0 birth rate globally, and they have been at 0 birth rate almost a decade.
Yes, it's been bad. It's been bad because in the 80s. While they were pushing in the 70s and 80s, while they were pushing Planned Parenthood on minorities and making minorities the face of Planned Parenthood, it actually was a way for them to backdoor and come in and do whatever they needed to do. Because everybody's focused on Latinos, blacks, Indian, whatever. They're not paying attention to white women with the highest. In the 80s, white women had the highest abortion rate of any country in the world. Because they now were given a freedom that they were not given in the 60s and the 50s. In the 70s, it became, oh, this is for minorities. This is how we're going to keep black people down. We're going to keep them from multiplying.
They were just quiet about doing it.
But in the 80s, right, white women were very quietly telling each other, hey, you don't have to have your husband's child if you don't want to. And you don't even have to tell him that you're getting an abortion. Just go to a clinic and because of the HIPAA laws,
nobody could tell.
Nobody can tell. He'd have to go in there and request it as the husband to find that information out. So,
and HIPAA laws prevent that. You can't do that, even as a husband.
Yes, I can.
No.
If what's happening to you is detrimental to your life, meaning life changing, meaning like cancer, stuff like that, as your husband, especially if I have life insurance on you, I need to know what's coming down the pipeline.
You can go ask my doctor.
I can go ask your doctor. I have to get a lawyer and have to do the whole thing, but I can legally know as your husband, especially if we have life insurance on each other, if death is coming, I need to know to prepare. It can't just.
Wow, did y'all know that?
You can go and request
as a husband. That.
Yep.
I did not know that.
Now of course, there's legal. You have to legally get a lawyer and
like
get
you can't just walk into the hospital.
No.
Okay.
You can walk into the hospital and ask to see her and ask to be and go to whatever room she's in, unless she's had a restraining order on you. Then, but legally, you can't keep me out the hospital. You can't keep me out the delivery room. You can't keep me out of surgery pre-op or post-op. You know what I'm saying? I am legally your husband. I have rights to be there just in case something goes wrong with the doctors. But most husbands use that as, hey, you can't keep me out of here. I don't give a fuck. She coming, she's snatching all her ovaries out. I'm gonna come in there if I want to. You can't stop me.
CC said we tried so many times the poly lifestyle. The dating pool still sucks.
Yeah. It doesn't change the product that's going to be in the pool. It's just as time has gone on, for what women say they want and what men say they want to accomplish in relationships, the numbers are just dwindling. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we're losing women to lesbianism. Of course, we're losing women at a rapid rate as well. So let's start off with 100 women, and let's say 20 of them are just straight up lesbians, don't want no penis ever again. So that drops down to 80 women. If we start off with those 100 men, we'd have to, the rate of black men that are currently identifying as homosexual is 48%.
Really?
Yes. Wow. So that means if there's 100 black men, 48 of them identify as homosexual or bisexual. And you know what I'm saying? So that drops your number of amount of men that you're trying to have relationship with in half. So now we're starting off with 80 to 50. Of those 50 men, 20 of them probably are incarcerated. So now we're looking at 80 to 30. Of those 30 men, at least 15 of them already have children.
Or an IEP.
IEP.
Or an IEP.
What's an IEP?
Or a 504 plan. They slow.
Oh. That ain't that that ain't got nothing, because we got the same IEPs and slowness on the other side. We can't do them numbers because it's just as many crazy bitches as there's crazy niggas. Okay? It's just as many crazy bitches.
Okay, I get that.
Anytime a bitch tells me, I got, we can go on a date. You got to get my nails done, my hair done. Bitch, are you crazy? What? And you know what's funny about that? A dude made a great point about that. What was you hoes doing before you got with said man? How was you paying for everything in your life? Because if you immediately are asking me to pay and fill the gap, that means, bitch, you wasn't maintaining your own life. You was not paying the light bills to fucking get your nails done.
Right.
You was not paying your car insurance to get your hair done. To go with your friends to Jamaica, you came back to almost an eviction notice. How in the fuck do y'all think that just because you got a man, he just supposed to step in and take care of everything? You know what I'm saying? Because
or I'll give you one. Like, because again, me and Kels are really close, and I pay attention to little things, right? So I'm dating myself right now because I want to be outside. We'll leave it at that. And that means I pay for a lot of the stuff that I do myself.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm a guy and I'm dating multiple women, I don't think you can. I don't think you can date multiple women right now at the expectation that women have.
Yes,
like as a
extremely.
woman, you're going to want to see him 2 or 3 times a week if you're dating, right? Let's be honest.
I'm there.
You're going to want to see him, be around him. In that time of seeing him, okay, on Monday I see you, right? And we just kicking it. We're not really going out on a date or nothing, but we've been around each other all day. I'm going to feed you at some point in time. That's $60. Then I'm going to see you again on Friday, right?
Probably gonna go out.
And we probably gonna go out. That's $150, right? And then you gonna want to see me again probably on Saturday or Sunday, and we gonna kick it again too, right? You gonna want to eat again. That's another $50 or $60. I've already spent $400 on you this week, and that's one person. And that I'm just throwing out low end numbers. You know what I'm saying? Okay, y'all talking about y'all want 6-figure men, but you don't bring in $30,000. At $30,000 a year, trying to do that, you can't live and pay your car note and whatever else. It's just not possible. And then to do that with multiple women, it's just not possible. I don't see it being possible. I think people's expectations and the realisticness of what's going on is like, y'all are mind blown. And those are some of the reasons why I'm glad I don't have to deal with that. But at the same time, if I did have to deal with it, I definitely wouldn't be in the same thought process as a lot of people. Like, don't worry about it. Like, I'm not gonna you know how women be like, I want to go to this, so I'm gonna ask him, do he want to go? No, I'm just gonna go by myself. Now I'm gonna tell you I already got my ticket, and if you want to go with me, we can figure this out. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think I would be the type of person requesting time from people because it's too expensive. Time is very expensive right now.
Well, that's because we've gone through certain things, lived certain life, and we're on the other side, and we understand what time is really worth. You know what I'm saying? When we were young in our 20s, we didn't have no frame of mind of this. We just thought this was how it goes. I saw someone say that black people, we date as if we're white people.
That's funny.
But it's the truth. We're dating in a way. We're going out on dates, like I was saying about the girls who choosing their nails over their light bill. We're prioritizing dating and what it takes to date. So that means there's dudes who's probably taking chicks out and not paying their car insurance. Probably taking chicks out and don't got that extra money for their baby mama. You know what I'm saying? There's so many areas where we are, because we're trying to keep up with the dating world. We're sacrificing other things because we dating like white folk. And not just white folk. I'm talking about successful white folk.
Right.
I've got
successful people.
Yeah. Successful white folk.
No, we're dating like rom-coms.
Like romantic comedies. Yeah.
We're dating like rom-coms.
That is
and
definitely what
that's
the
problem.
And that's the
problem.
And then on top,
because I'm gonna tell you something right now. I went to the movies on Tuesday, and I took myself to the movies. Right, I took myself to eat, and I took myself to the movie. That
was a $60 day.
When I tell you,
easy
by myself,
by yourself,
2 drinks. That's it. When I tell you, I went in, I was like, damn, I forgot to stop at the store and get me like some jujubes or something. I don't eat jujubes, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, some candy. When you went to the counter,
I picked up a regular box of Milk Duds, and I took it, and it was only Milk Duds. I didn't have nothing else in my hand, and I put it on the counter, and I said, "Why don't you tell me these Milk Duds is $6? I don't want no $6 Milk Duds." That girl rang them up.
$8.
She said $6.72, and I looked at her. I said, "No, that was a joke. How much are they for real though?" She was like $6.72. I said, "I can't do it." Now this ain't what pissed me off, or this ain't what got me. That ain't what got me. What got me was I'm in the movie theater and I'm typing, and I put $6 for some fucking Milk Duds is crazy work. It's diabolical. Somebody literally jumped in there and said, "Stop being cheap." That would be the person I would not date. I promise you, because that is fiscally irresponsible for you to tell me I'm being cheap when we could have went and we could have just planned this out a little bit better, and we could have went over here to Dollar Tree and got 8 boxes of Milk Duds for $7. Okay, I think I got it up. Wait, stop. Wait, get off of this camera. Okay, yeah, there we go. There we go. All right. Okay.
Kiki say the same box of candy is $1.25 at Dollar Tree.
And I'm telling you, the type of person that I am.
Get shit ahead of time, if possible.
Right.
If possible. Now, if we're dating with kids, I'm always gonna buy the shit at the movie theater. Because,
really?
Yeah, because for the kids, it's a bigger experience to buy the extra shit with the like. I went out with my homegirl. We went to see Minions. You know what I'm saying?
And you get the Minions
and
popcorn
got the
and
Minion
stuff.
popcorn
Yeah,
and all that
I think
shit.
it's a personality thing because I'm the mom that's like, y'all tripping.
Now we
like,
could now.
We went to Disneyland. And it was like one of them little wand things that spin around.
Oh God!
And it was like $30 for one.
Listen,
the way I looked at my mother-in-law when she bought both of the kids one,
course.
and they were broke before we even got out of the doggone park.
It's not what it's about.
My brain don't work like
That's
that.
What, first of all, you should never look at your mother like this is grandma duties.
Oh, look, I was perfectly, it's your money. But I was like,
no,
that's crazy work. I'm not paying $30 for this Disney wine.
You are crazy work. My mama better break her pockets on these motherfucking kids that she don't have to raise, that she don't have to feed, that she don't have to watch. You better break motherfucking pockets, nigga, when you see these niggas. What?
Yo.
My grandma, you know, when I lived with my grandma, totally different story. But when I would see my grandmom occasionally, or my aunt would come in town, oh nigga, we running it up, nigga. I'm going to the grocery store. I want the whole box of Jolly Ranchers. Yup. And the blow pops. Get 10 bags of chips. What? What? Are you crazy? Are you crazy?
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. So let me ask you this though. Would you respect her if she was like, nah, that's not smart to spend that much money on all that? Like we could do something different with that.
I would respect her. I definitely would respect your point of view. But I'd also realize that you ain't been dating no niggas of any good ilk. Because some nigga got you convinced in your mind that you're not worth this for this date, for this $6 of time, this $6 box of fucking chocolate.
But no, I mean, I wouldn't do it for my like.
You don't have to do it for. That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't do it for myself. It don't make sense to me. For me, because and in this particular situation, like we're just talking about these Milk Duds, right? I literally know that not even 400 feet away, these same Milk Duds, it's them. you charging me this amount of money just because
So
you
it's just
can,
like-
and I refuse to let you do me sideways just because you can.
It's just like when I go to the club with my homeboys and we want to get a section, and niggas is, oh man, nigga, if you did not want to spend the fucking money, stay out the goddamn club.
Or out the club. Okay.
Me personally, I don't stand up in no club. That's why I stopped going to clubs as much.
Right.
Because it was a time when I was heavy on the strip clubs. I was heavy on the clubs. Things were different. And I had to learn that, hey, I don't really want to spend this money all the time. So let me not go to the club all the damn time. But if I walk through the door of a fucking club, I know what's about to happen. They about to rape my pockets. If I really wanted to dance and drink, I'd stay home, turn on fucking Alexa, and drink out my bottle.
So you did it for the experience,
It's the
knowing
experience.
that you were going to pay for that.
Same thing with going to the movies. I could sit home and we could watch B2 movies and put it on the TV.
Okay, when you put it like that, so I can see it from that.
If I'm dating a girl and her automatic response is, "Oh, baby, that's too much," I'm like, damn, the niggas who you was around must have convinced you that when we go out for the experience, the price matters. Now, I'm not saying that as a man, you have to know what the fuck you doing as well. If you know you only got $100 in your bank account, don't offer to go to the movies. Go get something to eat, bring it back to the crib. Let's have a date night at home. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
That's where you're dating in your region instead of dating like a rom-com.
Right. If you decide to take a woman to the movies, you're going to have to think of, now, unless y'all decide to go Dutch or split
he said, Sunshine, if a man is providing a woman an experience, we are not tripping on the milk duds.
Right. Who that, Big Red?
Yeah.
Of course, because Big Red, my boy. Big Red know what we talking about. But along the same lines, when the roles are reversed, because now I done spent all this money, when we get back to the point where we about to pop some shit off, I expect the same shit. I expect, hey, nigga, you better be ready, goddamn, swallow some things and goddamn do some things, because it's about the experience. It better not be, oh, I'm not into, bitch, it's about the experience. I done put the experience on the table, everything you wanted to do, everything you asked to do. Now we at this point, you ain't shouldn't be no, because I didn't really hold, you know what I'm saying? Now you ain't got to do all the freaky stuff the first night or the second night. But you should be able to goddamn make this an experience. If you gonna goddamn lay.
Cece is cracking up. Cece, but you understand what I'm saying too, though, right? Like, or am I on my own in this one? It could be I'm just a cheap person or whatever, or I just look at things. Cece says swallow some things.
Swallow some things. Kiki talk about y'all about to make me tell my kid, fuck the Minecraft movie. You know I'm getting her whatever she wants. You can get that girl whatever she wants if she wants to see the Minecraft movie. You crazy.
I love
Y'all
it.
crazy. Y'all crazy as fuck. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Better be, but that's how dating works. That's how men work in dating and stuff like that. That's our logic. If I'm willing to, same thing, like even if it's not a sexual thing, if the next night I come to your crib or the next couple of nights I come to the crib, you say you're gonna cook dinner. You know what I'm saying? If you Rotel me or Alfredo me, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna lose my hamburger help with me if you do some shit out the motherfucking box dinner, I'm gonna lose my motherfucking shit. Because it's about the experience. Now I don't need candlelight, and I can eat on paper plates if necessary. That ain't shit. I'm not a big one of those. And make sure if your kids are there, make sure you feed your kids first. Make sure they get fed first. I'm big on that. But outside of that, bitch, you ain't telling me you ain't goddamn fry some chicken or goddamn hook no steak up or make some shit. You telling me that you gonna give me some shit out of can, ho? Nah, bitch. I bet you we won't never go to another movie.
Okay. So Cece said, I'm cheap, but I do love an experience. Okay, so Cece, we just went out together. Like, we go out all the time, right? So me and Cece went to a concert this past weekend or whatever, past Thursday, right? We've been to this location before. So before we even went inside, I said, hey, let's walk to the liquor store go buy our own tequila. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll be cheaper. And in that way, we could actually get a little tipsy or whatnot before we even walk in.
The pregame is always smart.
Yeah, exactly. So was that me being cheap? Should I have just had the experience and bought some $12 damn?
Nah. In that case, there's no vagina involved.
Cece's vagina was involved.
Were you trying to eat Cece's vagina?
No.
Then there was no vagina involved.
So the experience only matters if it's kids involved or if you're trying to get some.
That's what dating is about.
No, but we started this off with I took myself to the movies and it was $6 jujubes.
And you can make that decision for you because there's no vagina involved. You're not going home to make love to your own vagina. So this.
Well, I mean, I could.
I mean, you could. But even on that, I don't ever buy myself something nice before me and you know what I'm saying, me and homeboy reconnect. I don't ever buy myself nothing nice. Shit. Wake up in the middle of the night and be like, shit. Right. No, that's what I'm saying. There's nothing on the table.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. That's
right.
What's up.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
I like how this came full. We started out with the damn jujubes is too fucking expensive, all the way to Dayton, all the way to Key. I love Thursdays.
Listen, that's like what's the OL? Damn. Oh shit. I got a meeting at 10:30. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Fuck.
We need to get off.
No. I'm not in no rush for that.
Big Red said, Brown, one of my favorite questions is, did you enjoy yourself this evening?
As always. That's one of my favorite questions to ask them as well.
CC said, you gonna experience this Rotel, nigga.
See, you already out the running.
CC, you better tell them mine got green peppers, red peppers, yellow peppers. We might have put some scrimps in that bad boy. We got the white queso with it, baby. Your plate weighs 18 pounds. Once I put all of this in there together, what?
Let me tell you something.
And it's infused.
Let me tell y'all something.
I'm telling you, gonna be stoned as shit at the end of this Rotel.
Rotel is a broke bitch hustle.
Really?
Yes. Rotel is.
I can't even tell you last time. I'm just talking shit.
Nah, I'm just saying.
I don't even.
Rotel is, hey, I'm coming over. Oh, I'll make you some dinner, and I can make that Rotel 10 minutes before you show up. Think about it. How long does it take?
I don't know what y'all be doing with yours, but think about mine is an additive.
The Rotel itself is already made. You just
it's just peppers.
The cheese and all that stuff. It's already made. The Rotel that come in the can.
Oh, I don't touch. Oh yeah, I don't touch that. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
Talking about the Rotel. It's just a can of peppers.
Can of peppers. You throw that in there.
Yeah.
The cheese whiz or whatever cheese you're gonna use.
Yeah.
That's already made.
Right.
Throw that in there.
Right.
Other than maybe browning some meat or cooking some shrimp, which will either take 5 to 10 minutes of each. Mm-hmm. This is a 20-minute at the
I can
most
understand what
situation.
you're saying. You saying she ain't put in no effort. I can understand that.
Same thing with the Alfredo out the can. You make the noodles. You cook whatever little meat you're going to cook, and then you pour the fucking sauce on top of it. This is a 20 to 25-minute situation.
I think that depends on the cook. Because if I do that, that's not how that's going to be made.
Everybody say they Rotel. Everybody say they Alfredo is, I make it from scratch, and I make the bechamel, and the bitch is just cheese, sauce, and noodles.
But ain't that macaroni and cheese?
Yes. That's macaroni. Yes. Macaroni and cheese as well. But I love macaroni and cheese.
I was going to say, but macaroni and cheese don't get the same kind of...
No. Because your mama made you macaroni and cheese with love. This bitch make you Alfredo that she made 2 niggas the other night. 3 nights. 2 other niggas got the same Alfredo recipe before you got here. Fuck out of here.
Cece is dying
listen,
laughing.
Bro, I'm sorry. My dating criteria on food is very... I don't play.
Big Red said, "Nah, Sunshine, we call that pre-gaming. That's just smart."
Pre-gaming is always smart. You know what I'm saying? I'll pre-game on a date or whatever, but I'm still gonna go in the place, and if I want to get a drink, I'm gonna buy a drink. Or hey, I want to get some appetizer, I'm gonna buy an appetizer. But no, pre-gaming is always smart. I definitely got to smoke a good 2 blunts and drink some drinks.
And don't tell me I can't smoke in there. Oh,
Yeah.
we definitely got a pregame.
Yeah, that's
we go
another
in.
thing. Unless we go into a restaurant, now I can go to a restaurant and not smoke. But if we're going to a club, lounge, after hours, anything like that, and there's no smoking allowed, bitch, why you bring me here?
Okay, I got one for you that it really just irritates my soul, and I'm trying to figure this out. How come I can't smoke my weed at a cigar bar? How come I can't smoke weed in a cigar bar?
Because it's a cigar bar.
Everybody's smoking.
I know. Same thing like a hookah lounge. There's a lot of
weed in a hookah lounge.
There's some hookah lounges. Like if you go to Sweet Lounge, you can't smoke your weed inside with the hookah. You got to smoke it outside. So
it's smoke.
Yeah, it's smoke.
It's smoke.
To me,
it's smoke. What are you doing?
To me, it's just I'm of the same mindset.
Yeah.
But I met owners. Cigar smoke and weed smoke do different things to
the atmosphere. Definitely.
And then you're in an environment where people who came here to smoke cigars did not expect to smell like weed when they left. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So in the cigar,
can give you that.
So here's the other thing. In the cigar bar, you have to buy the cigars. Weed you bring yourself. So why would this cub allow? It's like being a restaurant and letting y'all bring food in.
Okay. I'll take the explanation.
So if I'm a cigar
See,
bar,
ladies, that's what men are talking about. If I explain something to you, don't don't fight. If it makes sense, just be okay with that.
Right.
Like sometimes y'all just be like, no, that still don't make no sense. It's still that stupid. No, it makes that okay. It's logical. It makes sense. I'll take that down. Look, okay, y'all. It's 9:59 anyway. We supposed to go and start this oil change. Y'all, this is all hustle, no fear on Hits 92.3. I promise you, this show was just about whatever it was gonna be about at this point. Y'all, it just is. It is what it is. So we will see you tomorrow for Make It Make Sense. And up next, I believe we have Stoner Brown, Pushellini the Guy, and .net, or we might not. We don't know yet. But this is all hustle, no fear on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. See y'all later.
Decatur, Lithonia, Conyers, Covington, McDonough, and all surrounding areas. Something Special Bar and Lounge presents Music Bingo and Karaoke. That's right, you heard me. Music Bingo and Karaoke every Wednesday at Something Special Bar and Lounge. On the 1 and 2s, we got DJ P-Joe. Not to mention, we got the host with the most. Kells, we got drink specials, plus the full kitchen, seafood dip, salmon bites, sweet heat wings, jerk chicken egg roll. From 5 to 7 is our happy hour. Mix and match, 2 items, looking for good vibes, delicious drinks, delicious food. Something Special Bar and Lounge, 1377 Old McDonough Highway, Conyers, Georgia. The best spot on the east side. Express lunch on the go. Not to mention now open for lunch from 11 to 3 Monday through Friday. Look us up on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Something Special Bar and Lounge.